I can see that some of these chimps have recovered well, but others have lasting emotional damage and scarring from years of experimentation. Their healing process will be unique for each individual, but they need our help. And by the end of this video, you will learn what you can do to restore their dignity and give them a life worth living. For decades, man's closest relatives have been taken from their homelands in Central Africa to face unknown dangers with debilitating outcomes. They've been poked, prodded, tested on, and even sent to space. But in 2015, all that changed when the wild and captive chimps in America were listed as endangered under the Endangered Species Act. The chimp, now without a purpose to the organizations that use them for testing, were faced with life in a box. Until some brave heroes got together to give them another chance to breathe fresh air and see the green leaves of the forest once again. This is Project Chimps, and they're fighting to create a forever home for these forgotten primates. Founded in 2015 by a group of chimpanzee advocates, including Billy Joe Armstrong and Rachel Ray, they created a sanctuary that sits on 230 acres of forested land in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia. Today I've been invited to Project Chimps for one of the biggest moments in the nonprofit's history. And I'm joined by India, one of the caregivers here. She will show us how much work goes into creating a better life for these chimpanzees and how they are expanding to improve their lives even more. But before we can learn about this landmark moment, we need to meet the chimps and learn what has already been done to date. So we mask up and prepare for our first chimp encounter. Oh, wow. Hey guys. We got a bunch of chimps right here in front of us.
This is Paul down here, closest to us. And then that's Lancelot with a mouthful of chimp chow. They get chimp chow twice a day. It's weighed out, and it's technically a nutritionally complete diet. But then we supplement produce on top of that.
And is this where the chimpanzees sleep at night?
Yeah, so they all come in here. This group, we actually have a good amount. Hi, Thomas.
Thomas.
So this group is a group of homebodies. They like to be in here. But at the end of the day, we call them in from the habitat, give them their dinner, any medications they need.
Next course number 2 will be fruits, and you can see some people are already getting excited.
We find ourselves calling them people a lot of the time too. They're not human, but they have personhood in the way that we experience personhood, the individual personalities.
It's so easy to recognize their mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a big case of sweet potatoes, plums, and more plums. This is clearly a fan favorite. Let's go feed them. The more I interacted with the chimps, the more it became clear that each and every one had an individual personality. And within 15 minutes of feeding, I could already start to identify them. So how many chimpanzees live in this area?
In this group, we have 19. So there are 10 girls and 9 boys. Prince is the alpha of this group. He's sitting in that door, sucking on a plum pit.
Okay, so this is this dessert?
It basically, yes. This is pumpkin, applesauce, and oats, and some spices.
Well, could you use a hand?
I would love a hand. I just take about a finger amount.
A glob?
A glob.
It actually smells pretty good.
It does. Yep.
Getting it everywhere. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay.
Amazing technique. So this is something called fishing tubes that we do for them. And it replicates a behavior that they would do in the wild, which is taking sticks, long blades of grass, and fishing inside of things for other things. This is what Jane Goodall first observed when she was researching chimps.
All right, wow. That was cool. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Before we reveal the big thing that we came here for, can you tell us a little bit about how this all started? Like, what is Project Chimps?
It was made illegal to research biomedically on chimps in 2015. So all of these chimps that are living in labs need somewhere to go afterwards. So 2015, we bought this property, formerly a gorilla sanctuary, but we did a bunch of renovations, millions of dollars worth of renovations to make it chimp accessible. So climbing structures, swinging structures.
What is Project Chimps' mission with each individual?
Our goal is to provide exemplary care to them until the end of their lives. So live out their lives here in as natural of a environment as we can replicate in captivity.
Including, I heard, entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you have this beautiful backdrop. I mean, it looks like a resort. And I heard there's also amenities. Can you tell us about what's going on?
So something that's really important to us is enrichment and providing that enrichment for chimps. In the wild, they would be walking 50 miles a day. They would be foraging for all of their own food, but here they get more of a room service situation. So we clean up after them, we give them all of their meals, but we also provide extra things, enrichment things to fulfill their lives more. So give them a food-based enrichment twice a day. And then we also have themed enrichment every day. Or we'll do movies on tech day. So we have flat screen TVs in each of the buildings. And so we'll put on documentaries.
And I heard there's even like concerts?
So yeah, we do have concerts for chimps. So we have musicians come in from all over, local people. People will come in just to perform for them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for all that background, India. And now I'm really interested to go learn a little bit more by observing some more chimp behavior. And I think time for stop 2. Let's go. All right, guys, because we're gonna be making contact with the food that the chimpanzees are going to touch and ultimately eat, we have to make sure we protect them by wearing gloves and a mask. How do we feed a chimpanzee lunch at Project Chimps?
Yeah, so we got this slingshot rigged up, but it's super cool because we get to put the food inside of it, and we just pull it back, let it go, and it encourages natural foraging behaviors.
Look at that.
That's Noelle with her
Noelle
stick.
is hungry. All right, Noelle, I got this for you. Celery, you ready? It's lunchtime. Oh, too far.
Oh, Babs will go get it. She said, I'll get closer.
She's climbing up there.
She's a goofball.
There you go. Noelle, you're climbing the tree and they're gonna get this. The chimps have moved here to this platform. Apparently, there's a bit of like an ongoing challenge. If you can hit the platform with the lunch, serve it up right, 6 points. I don't know if there's any other point system, but it's 6 points and I want them. Let's go. Something's gonna stick. No!
2 green beans.
2 green beans. I mean,
that was a good one.
That's a lot of points. Yes. Noelle, this is for you. I see you looking. I like it. Perfect. Right in between. And there you have it. That is how you feed lunch here at Project Chimps, or one of the ways. See? Applause. While slingshotting lunch was fun, it's now time to go check out how Project Chimps is expanding and trying to create a much better life for the chimpanzees that call this place home. All right, well, India, the weather's changed a little bit on us.
Yep.
No big deal. It's all part of the adventure, guys, but this is what we wanted to show you. Let me flip around the camera and unveil the brand new annex here at Project Chimps. Are you kidding me?
It's very exciting.
This is like state of the art. Guys, this is not Jurassic Park. This is Project Chimps. This is not only the first day that people get to see it, but also the chimpanzees. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes this annex so special here?
The most special thing about this annex is that it has walls that you can see through. So there's a 360 view for the chimps inside of the annex as well as for the humans outside of the annex.
All right, so this is the Sky Bridge.
It is.
Oh man, this is so cool. Okay, so I take it chimpanzees in the villa. Access through the Sky Bridge.
Yep.
And then what is this?
There's
another thing here.
This is called the portal. So this is their portal from the Sky Bridge into the annex.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, so these are the operations for the doors. So this is what humans move to open and close the doors. They're locked, of course, very safe. And then in here, this is gonna be a chimp space. So these doors will all be closed and the chimps will have access to this room, the portal room, and then be able to go through this door out into the annex.
So this is like a barrier fence, it looks like.
It is.
I was told 2 acres of open space.
Yep. And then this is called the corridor. So it's our safety spot in case the chimp was to get out. We have this extra layer of protection for them. And then we have a door that they can come back in.
Very cool. I just want to show you real quick. Look at that. Green, both sides. It feels so nice standing in here as a human being, and you can only imagine how it's going to be for these chimpanzees. Now here's how it's going to go down real quick. Team's up there prepping the chimpanzees to be released into the annex. We've got a grand opening ceremony with lots of folks down here at the bottom. As soon as the ribbon is cut, we're gonna make our way back up the hill to try to see the chimpanzees crossing into the Sky Bridge. I wanna see those expressions. I wanna see their reaction to being in this awesome place. We're being called down. Here we go. It's game time.
So this will be the first time for most of these chimps where they can go outside and actually see the expanse of nature. We're giving them a world without walls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're already inside. Still trying to get all the chimps into the annex, but a lot of them flew right through, guys. They just already knew what to do. No instructions required. Boom, right through the sky bridge into the annex. This new area, checking it out, already playing on the barrel swings and the ropes. Look, oh, hey buddy. They love it. They absolutely love it. Gosh. Pretty emotional, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of people down there. There's a few tears, a lot of smiles, a lot of handshakes, a lot of work has gone into this. And you could tell just how happy everybody is to see this day. I am blown away by that. Congratulations on opening the annex to you and your team and all the hard work for well over a year that's gone into this. I could see how much the chimps appreciated it and all the people that were here. And guys, if this video moved you, there are ways to get involved and to help out this project. Number one, we have a donate button. You'll see here just right of the video. Every penny, every dollar counts. It goes right to Project Chimps. But India, what are some other ways people can get involved?
Donations are super important. Any little bit means the world to us. We love it. We also have the opportunity for you to come visit us. So you can come out, visit, take a tour. You can also do a lunch launch if you want.
Oh, so people can do their own lunch launch.
They can do their own lunch launch. And then also if you want to get your hands dirty and be more involved, you can come and volunteer with us as well.
I encourage you to check out the link in the description. Get more involved with Project Chimps. India, one more high five for the road. Thanks again. I hope everyone enjoyed this one, and we'll see you all on the next adventure.